Welcome. In this video, we are going to compare the Nano text editor to the VI and Vim text editors in Linux, and we're going to go through the pros and cons of each. First off, we'll talk about Nano briefly. Nano is a fairly old text editor. It's easy and intuitive to use. I know that I've pretty much just been able to open it up and use it without looking up any of the directions. When you first enter Nano mode, you're immediately in editing mode, which means you can just navigate around the file and start changing stuff. And lastly, it may or may not be on your Linux distro, so it doesn't come on every implementation and distro of Linux. VI and Vim characteristics. So VI is an older text editor. Vim is basically just the updated version of VI. I think it stands for VI Improved. However, compared to Nano, it is not easy or intuitive to use. When you first enter VI and Vim, you are not immediately in editing mode. You're definitely going to have a command reference or cheat sheet open if you aren't familiar with how to use it. And this also may or may not be on your Linux distro. And if you're going to go this route, I definitely recommend learning Vim rather than VI. And the main benefit of using this text editor is speed. All right, so which one's best? So Nano is going to be easier for beginners, and you probably don't need to go beyond Nano if you don't see yourself editing a lot of files in Linux. However, if you are going headfirst into automation or something like that, and you know that you're going to be in Linux a lot, it's much more powerful and faster. And I definitely think that the juice is worth the squeeze to get into VM and learn how to use it, and it will benefit you in the long run. But that said, you still can do everything you want to do with Nano. It does have its own set of shortcuts, and you can get by with it. All right, in this video, we compared and contrasted the Nano text editor to VI and Vim. We looked at the characteristics of each, and then we talked about which one is best to use and why. And in the next videos, we're going to be going through Nano and Vim and giving examples and demonstrations of how to use it, and we're going to more thoroughly look at the shortcuts and commands. All right, that concludes this video. This video is just one in a much longer series on Linux for network engineers. So if you're interested, you should check the rest of those videos out too. Consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.